I think, is Gary supposed to present that as well?
Yeah, that was part of it.
He was trying to leave.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
If you want to defer to Brother Ed, you can.
Yeah, can I defer to Brother Ed? I believe it.
I know where he was headed.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to, I'd prefer to delegate this to Bruce. So. Now, I'll draw your attention to page 32, which is the nomination committee report. If you'll notice, there are some vacant positions. At the very bottom, the worship team leader and the youth ministry team leader. The executive board voted at our August meeting to recommend elimination of these ministry positions. These positions are mandated in accordance with the associational constitution, and although they are mandated, these positions have remained vacant for a number of years. And so since there hasn't been anyone who has stepped up and said, I sense God's call to these positions, rather than continuing to keep these positions on the books, we wanted to, or we voted to, as an executive board, eliminate these positions. Now, what that requires is a change to the Constitution and Bylaws, Article 8, Section 3B. And so, because the executive board voted to eliminate these positions, we have to change the Constitution and Bylaws to eliminate those positions from the Constitution. So, that requires the messengers of the annual meeting to actually vote to affirm changing the Constitution. You can only change the Constitution of the association at an annual meeting. It's not something the executive board retains the power to do. And so that's what we're proposing. And so this is not something that is like necessarily earth-shattering. It's just something that is really for the sake of just clarity, constitutional clarity. So now, if there's anyone here who wants to step up and say, I feel called to help lead the charge in worship in our association, I would be happy to sit down and discuss that with you. And the same for youth ministry. But if nobody here senses God's call to do that, I would encourage the messengers of our association to go ahead and vote to change the Constitution. Any questions, discussion? All right.
All right, so this does not, we don't have a Constitution Committee, correct?
No.
No. All right, so this does not come from committee.
Well,
So
it came from the nomination committee recommended.
recommended, but I don't think they have the authority.
But and the executive board vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just bypass that. We'll go right to the vote for this. Is any discussion before we vote? We'll give you final opportunity. Yes.
If we eliminate these positions from the Constitution now, that someone steps forward 6 months from now and says they'd like to take on the youth ministry, we then have to wait till the next annual meeting to put them in.
Listen, if someone wants to serve, we would, but if someone wants to serve, we would be an idiot to say, no, you can't, you have to wait for 6 months. We will, if they feel the call from God to serve, we're going to let them serve.
Yeah, right.
We'll figure it
can't
out.
officially put it on the books
Yeah.
until next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like Mike said, it's common sense.
It's common.
We don't want constitutional protocol or,
Yeah.
business protocol to get in the way of ministry.
The Lord should never have to wait on our Constitution.
That's right.
That's-
Amen. Woo. Yeah. That's right.
Danny?
When this nomination committee decided to do this, we talked it over for 2 while, more than once.
Yes.
And come to the conclusion that maybe this was time to wait somebody up. Maybe say, hey, I can do this, why am I not doing it? Maybe God laid it on their hearts. Just bring it to your attention that there is a need. These are worthy ministries to be part. Okay?
Mhm.
So maybe it's not working, leaving somebody to that point.
Amen.
We've done it for what we
Amen. Any other discussion to the issue? Hearing none. All those in favor of accepting the proposed constitutional changes as presented, please signify by raising your card. Ray, yours is up here if you're looking for it. He's back here digging through his pockets.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
All right, all opposed, same sign. All right, you have something else?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that this recommended proposal also adds the prayer ministry, which is Doris. And so she's already presented her heart and vision. I don't really sense that there's going to be any opposition to that. But in addition to eliminating these two, there's also the addition of the prayer team ministry. And the reason that the nomination committee recommended the addition of that position was because Doris explicitly articulated a call from God to do that. And so,
As the prayer ministry lead. Any discussion to the issue first? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by raising your card. Opposed? Motion carries. That's going to bring us down